My name is Martin Dodd. I'm a financial advisor with Midlands Investment Agency. Today I'd like to talk to you about my simple 7 rules of investing. Let's imagine for a moment you've decided that you are going to be a DIY investor and you're not going to use the services of a financial advisor. It's very easy to make simple mistakes with an investment portfolio that will seriously be detrimental to your wealth. So if you follow these 7 simple rules, your success is much more achievable. No promises, but you're more likely to achieve success if you follow these simple rules. The first rule, and this is a rule that I adhere to myself very strictly, is if you don't understand what you're investing in, do not invest in it. It's a very simple rule that I have. If I can't understand an investment having read the prospectus within 15 minutes, I personally wouldn't use the investment for myself, and I wouldn't use it for my clients either, because I'm fairly confident that if I can't understand it in 15 minutes, my clients would have very little chance of understanding it either. The second tip that I can give to you is about market timing. Many people subscribe to the view that you can time the market. Buy low, sell high. This is virtually impossible to achieve consistently. Yes, there are people that from time to time do achieve success through timing the market, but over time it is completely and utterly impossible. To the extent that back in 1956, Professor Markowitz was awarded the Nobel Prize for Economics for his study on market timing, in which he proved that it was impossible to time the market. So don't try to time the market, it's virtually impossible. Number 3, and this is a great temptation with new investors, is to be overly active. It's very simple to overthink the market and think that you can see things that are not actually there. One of the greatest investors of all time, Warren Buffett, doesn't believe in being overly active. In fact, once he buys a company, he doesn't sell it, but he makes sure he buys the right companies. So don't be too overly active. The 4th tip I can give you is diversification. It's very important that your portfolio has a diverse range of investments in different asset classes. So perhaps your portfolio should have some equities in it, it should have fixed interest in it, and it should have perhaps cash and property holdings in it. So a very diverse, broad range of holdings. My 5th tip is don't invest in something just for tax planning purposes. Often the tax planning vehicles that can be used in the UK tend to be very high risk investments, and some people are tempted to invest in them just for the tax planning reasons. It's not a good enough reason. You should be investing in something because it has good investment potential, not just because it's going to be advantageous for you for tax planning reasons. Tip number 6, do not invest in a company just because it's cheap. There may be a very good reason for that company being cheap, and a reason that you are not aware of. So some people are drawn into the penny share investment scene because the individual price of the shares is very low, and a movement in the share price doesn't need to be much to make a substantial profit. But in our experience, just because something is cheap is not a reason to buy it. And finally, most important with any diverse investment portfolio is to regularly review your investments. It's very important to know what you've invested, what the values are on a regular basis, and what the percentage return has been over that period. And what is very useful is to compare those investments that you hold with other investments in that peer group, because you may be making a profit, but it might not be as good a profit that you're looking for compared to other investments in that peer group. So regularly reviewing what you hold in your investment portfolio is really important. So if you want to be a DIY investor, if you follow these 7 top tips from myself, this will help you make the best of your investment portfolio. So best of luck from me. I'm Martin Dodd. I'm a financial advisor with Midlands Investment Agency in Wolverhampton.